room should work with your ADHD and not against it. Here are 9 simple hacks to make your room ADHD friendly. The first hack is, if you have a chair in your room that you're not using, you need to get rid of that chair, because when you have a chair that you're not using, it just ends up being a place you set things, just random things. And it's really a place where you set your laundry that you haven't folded yet. You just leave it there because that's just a place to put it, and then it never gets folded. And then you get the laundry pile in the chair, and that keeps growing and growing and growing until it's way too big and just doesn't feel like you'll ever get it done. So if you have a chair you do not use in your room, it's probably best to remove it from your room so it doesn't end up being someplace you put things and just kind of leave them there. Another way to keep your room ADHD friendly is to keep your flat surfaces clear. You don't want too many things on your dressers, tables, anything that's flat in your room. You want to make sure it stays clear except for the essential things, because if it doesn't, flat surfaces get really cluttered really fast. And so you might have knickknacks on a flat surface. You get too many on there, it looks cluttered. And so what you want to do is just make sure to clear them all off as much as you can and just leave the essential things on there. It's going to make your room actually have more space in it. It's going to make it feel less cluttered, and that's always good for ADHD as well. And also, it allows you to actually see everything in your room really easily, and also use this to help keep your room ADHD friendly. Have bins, baskets, containers in your room, clear bins and clear baskets, because of the fact that you can see in them without having to open anything. And keeping things visual is really important when you have ADHD. And also having baskets that's easy to actually be able to see what's inside the basket as well. Shallow baskets are really good and probably the best option for you there. And then the other thing is, in all these different things, you can retrieve whatever is inside really easily, or put whatever you want to in them really easily. And the other thing about it is, everything looks more organized in a container or a basket. And something else really easy that will help keep your room ADHD friendly is to divide, and I mean divide in multiple ways. One of the ways that you can do this is you can divide your drawers into different sections to make sure you have different sections for your clothes, for your underwear, for your socks, and that way it keeps your drawer organized. You can divide your room into different sections in your room, and you may have a toy section, you may have a video game section, you may have a section just for certain clothes or everything like that. And so you divide it in that way so it's easy to find whatever you want to in your room. Of course, you could just divide a section into your closet, and that's super easy as well too. You might have a section for your work clothes and for your casual clothes, or even color code your closet to where you have certain clothes of one color in one section, certain clothes of another color in one section. This allows you to make things really easy to look into your closet and have it organized. And if you're enjoying the content, click the subscribe button for me so you don't miss any videos. And another hack is, find a place for everything in your room, but limit how much you have in your room. You don't have unlimited space in your room. You definitely have less space in a room than your whole home. And so you need to figure out what you actually want in your room and what you want to keep, because you do not want things in your room that are behind something else or under something else where you can't see it. With ADHD, things have to be visual, and so you need to make sure that when you find that place for that item, it's easy to see, and you can look around your whole room and see everything really easily and really clearly. You do not want stuff hidden behind something else. And here's another hack. Take advantage of the vertical space you have in your room. Now what it is all the space in your wall you're not using, that is your vertical space. You can take advantage of all of that space from the bottom of the wall to the top of the wall. Now, the thing about it is, the way you do this is you add shelves on your wall. That way you have some place to put things on the wall and retrieve it off the wall. You can also add hooks to your wall. Makes it easy to hang something up. Much easier to hang something on a hook than hang it in a closet. It's just going to save you time as well. And you can use like storage organization boxes on your wall, or cubby holes, or bookshelves. These are things that all take advantage of your vertical space, and it makes it a lot easier to make sure you have space in your room for everything you want to have in your room. And here's another way to find space in a place you're probably not utilizing in this way: under the bed storage. Put your seasonal stuff in an under the bed storage container and slide it under your bed, and then when that season comes around, then slide it out and actually take those clothes or take whatever seasonal items you have out, and then put the stuff for the other season under the bed as well. And another hack that will help keep your room ADHD friendly is to limit the bulky items you have in your room. You may not need a full desk and chair in your room, and if you don't, you can actually get rid of it and then replace it with a lap desk, and you sit on your bed and do whatever you need to with a lap desk. You may not need a big recliner in your room, and you may like it, but you may just not need it, and you don't have a lot of space when it's in there. And so if you remove that and put it into another room and another place where it's just more space for you to have it, then that can be a great thing, because now you have just all this extra space in your room that you didn't have before. The room feels more open. You feel like it's less cluttered, and there's just, you feel kind of more free when you have more space in your room. So if you have really bulky stuff in your room, then what happens is you run out of space, and then you run out of places to actually put things, and your room just becomes cluttered. And here's another hack that may be surprising, but leave the closet door off your closet. And the reason is, when you close your closet door, you don't see anything in your closet, including the clutter, and clutter can just grow and grow, and you just won't even realize it until it's too late. And then you have to go through and declutter your closet, and that can be just really demotivating when you're looking at, make you stressed out and nervous. But if you're already seeing your closet, because no closet doors on there, then you see the clutter start to grow. You see how you're losing space in your closet, and you're not sure where you're going to put the next thing. And so that's going to prompt you to say, okay, I need to make sure I declutter, organize it somehow, because the clutter is growing and I need to get it under control. And you may be thinking, but how do I make my home ADHD friendly, my whole home? I have a video about different hacks that you can use to make your home ADHD friendly as well. I'll put up on the screen. Just click that video and watch that video.